Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Wednesday the 28th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame, not too bad. Got up, got the dog outside. Basically, wife got off to work, jumped in the hot tub for a few minutes, and got my soak on. From there, got a few things accomplished. Not a lot going on this morning, not a lot really to be going, but hung around with the dog, play with her inside and out a little bit here and there, got her comfortable, and then it was basically time to get ready to go take my father-in-law to the doctor. So we had to leave about 10:30, so I went ahead and grabbed myself a drink and a couple cigars, headed out to get him, and decided to take the car since it's way better gas mileage, and my truck really is kind of a piece of shit. I'm waiting for it to die. So now my wife has a different car. I've taken over the Focus, so pulled across the street to get him because instead of making him walk across the street anymore, which part of that seems like a really stupid idea because they need to get him exercising more often. He needs to be out walking, he needs to be out doing more, or he's going to end up back in a assisted living facility if he does not start moving and doing more exercises. But not my problem. So I mean, it will be my problem when I got moving back in there and stuff, whatnot, but I'm not his physical therapist, not his doctor, so I don't want him tripping and falling trying to get to the car with me there. So I went ahead and pulled it back up in the driveway, and he gets in, we head out, we chat and talk on the way up there, going up to Ormond again to a different doctor's office. I don't think I've ever taken him to before, but I was like really kind of annoyed by it because I just found out yesterday I was taking him, which drives me nuts because I ask all the time, like, as soon as you have an appointment for him, please put it on the calendar, tell me, and that way I can make plans. So what's going on? So I was like, whatever. So get up there, don't know where I'm going. I have an address I have. So I roll up in there, and it's like a strip mall full of medical care facilities and other junk, but a lot of medical cares. I ask him what doctor you put, seeing what suite we're supposed to go to, and he goes, I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how do you not know what doctor you're going to? Like, I understand your daughter's taken over a lot of your, a lot of your appointments and stuff, a lot of this taken care of you, but you need to be able to at least have some of this figured out. Like, what the hell? So I'm early to everything because I hate being late to anything, and I'm looking around like, don't see anything that pops out that I recognize the name of the doctor, because she didn't even tell me what doctor to take me to. She said, hey, can you take me to an appointment? Here's the address. Actually, she said, can you take me to an appointment tomorrow? And I go, what's the address? And then she told me. So which again, she should send me the address to begin with, would have saved us some time, but it's not how life goes now. So I'm looking around, call her. Of course, she don't answer, so I call back. She calls me. I'm like, hey, what suite are you supposed to go into? What doctor am I looking for? And she goes, I don't know what suite it is. I'm like, what doctor am I supposed to go into at least? And she's like, oh, it's such and such, and she's spelling it. She's saying it. She's spelling it wrong, but she's going off the top of her head. But she's saying it so confidently, and I'm like, are you sure it's not da da da? It's the only one closest to what she's saying. She goes, I'm pretty sure it's whatever. I'm like, okay. Then she finally looks and she goes, oh yeah, it is that. And I'm like, you gotta start with, I think it is, or I believe it is spelled. You can't tell me like it's this right here and it's wrong, because I now saw the actual doctor's name on the door and it's not it. So I turn around the parking lot, drop him off the door, and I said, hey, just to be 100%, when you walk in, tell them who you are. Make sure you're in the right exact spot before I leave, because this spot here where we're at in Ormond, there's nothing close by. Like, it's not like I can just roll down the street, to a, Home Depot or Lowe's or something right next door. I can just go hang out at for a little bit, waiting for him to get done. It's an 8-minute drive to the nearest Lowe's. So I'm like, no problem. So he walks in your stuff. He calls me to tell me he's not in the right spot. And I'm like, fuck me. So I'm like, gotta be kidding. He goes, yeah, I'm not in the right spot. I'm like, okay, so you're not in the right address? And he come back, he goes, no, it's next door. And I'm like, what the fuck do I give a shit? Like, what the hell? And the best part is, and I'm like, so you're in, he goes, yeah, I have to walk next door. And I'm like, okay, so you don't need me to move you then? He's like, no. I'm like, then, and I have a little mini heart attack because you just have somebody telling me we're not in the right spot, which tells me, hey, we're gonna be late for the appointment. By the time I get back, getting loaded in the car, find a new address, drive there. When my wife had called me and I said I couldn't find it, she's like, are you on the west side of such and such? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm at the exact address you gave me. Like, I put it in my map. My map drove me here. This is where I'm at. So now I know he's in the right spot. I head over to Lowe's, which, like I said, is a 7-8 minute drive. It's showing me both times which way I'm going. So we're over to Lowe's, get to Lowe's a little bit, shop around there for a couple minutes. I am not there. I'm not in there 8 minutes. 7 minutes probably is on there. Like it's 15 minutes later, and this guy's appointments never take like, they take like an hour almost always, every. And I get a call, I get a text from him that says he's ready. And I'm like, oh fuck? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna head over then. So I get back 12 minutes later, I had to go check out because I had a couple items I was getting. So I checked real quick, went back and got him. Asked him how his follow-up appointment was, stuff. He goes, I had to do a such and such testing, which apparently means, because I asked my wife what this appointment was for, she had an idea how long it'd take. And she said it's a follow-up from such and such. Should take less than an hour. Apparently 15 minutes is less than an hour. And he was calling me about when his appointment should have started. So it is what it is. It's what I get for being early, but at least we're not sitting there for 2 more hours. So go back and pick him up. We head home. On the way home, I swing by my pool supply company, which is also a plumbing supply company, who yesterday when I dropped off my spa and my hot tub and pool water to get tested, they were getting ready to head to lunch. Couldn't do it right then, so I had to come back today to pick up the results. So swung by today, picked up my results, bought some iron out, whatever, iron remover for the pool. Not a big deal. Headed on over, get back to the house, get him unloaded. Was for some reason, I don't know why, parked my car where I usually park my truck, because my truck is in my other house yard unloading some lumber and stuff. And I was like, this makes no sense. I've got to mow that yard, I got to move that truck. What am I doing? So put the car in the driveway, left it away from the side of the driveway a little bit so I could edge and mow there easier. And then moved my truck back across the street, went in, checked on the dog, played her a little bit, gave her a little bit of loving, and then decided it was time to start doing some yard work. So got my yard mowed, got a bunch more edging done, got some weed eating done, got the leaf blower out, blowing off all the sidewalks and everything, get it all cleaned up, doing just a bunch of yard work. So from there, went and got my run in, and got a nice run in. It was pretty good. It's hot. It's just trying to bitch about that, but it's been kicking my butt as of lately. So yeah, got my nice run in, got back, played the dog game a little bit, chilled at her, went ahead and jumped in the shower. Wife got home from work. I'm like, hey, we got some leftovers to choose from. Do you want sloppy joes? Do you want our crackers and cheese left over? Or are we not doing that again as a dinner? So, you don't care. We got to eat that at some point. Or you want to do something like a pizza and stuff? She goes, what do you want? I'm like, I gave you options here. Like, these are what I can be done in the time frame that we have. Which one do you want? She goes, I want the pizza. I'm like, cool. So I go out, look in the thing, realize that apparently when I've been out buying pizzas for her lately, and she's been buying pizzas for her, we've only been thinking about her, because all there is, there's one jalapeno thing in there which she's not going to eat, which she bought me a long time ago, and I don't know if I want to eat it either, to be honest with you. But I know she won't even do that. So I have everything else is pepperoni. There's like giant deep dish pepperonis, there's multiple pepperoni, there's pepperoni. I've got like 4 different kinds of pepperoni pizza in there. Pepperoni is not my favorite pizza. So I said, hell with it, chucked in the pizza stone. I haven't used pizza stone forever. Put that in the oven, fired the oven up, chucked the pepperoni pizza on it. It says like this long for rack, this long for pan. So I chuck it in there and check it, and it's looking pretty good, but not quite done. I come back 3 minutes later and the top is burnt to shit. I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? Like, this went from what I thought was undercooked to 3 minutes later, the top is burnt. I'm like, oh well. So we went ahead and sliced her up, and something else I completely forgot about. And you're using the stone, pizza stone, and you have a plastic pizza cutter, the little handheld roller ones. If it doesn't roll perfectly good, you just melt the blade into the stone, and now it won't cut your pizza. So yeah, so I gotta throw that away, get a new one, but it is what it is. So luckily they're cheap, and it is what it is. I need to look in and see if they make one of those really nice handheld ones with a steel blade for the stone, but it doesn't really matter if it does or not, I guess. It's not the end of the world either way. So we ate our overcooked pizza, which she loves. She likes a little bit of burnt. She kind of likes that flavor. I think it's just, I don't know, it pisses me off when I have it. I hate it. So I was mad at myself and the one that did it to myself. So it is what it is. Watched a little bit of TV. Watched Young Sheldon. Asked her about there's a show called Midnight Mass, and new TV show I've been watching. I don't know how new it is. New to me. And we watched an episode together, and started to watch the second episode while the pizza was cooking tonight. And I asked her, we switched to Young Sheldon. Asked her, said, hey, what do you think of that show? And she goes, I don't know, that's all right. I'm like, well, if I watched it without you, would you be upset? She goes, no, I'd prefer you didn't watch it. She goes, I'd prefer you watch it without me. I really wasn't. It didn't catch my attention quickly. So, and I was like, cool, I got no problem with that. So I thought maybe because it was gonna be a little bit like a horror type, scary, churchy based kind of thing and whatnot, I thought maybe she might enjoy it, but didn't seem to catch her eye in the first episode. So now I can watch it whenever I want to. Don't have to worry about if we're watching it together or not. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what we got there. Got done with young Sheldon, headed outside with the dog, playing with her out there. She mostly sleeps. Holy crap, she's a good dog. She just snores like a freight train. She is so damn loud. So, but yeah, we got more dogs coming tomorrow. Got like 3 dogs getting dropped off within about, I don't know, about a half an hour of each other. So it should be interesting with the drop off. One of them does not get along with their dogs, so we have that fun to keep separated out, but it's not the end of the world. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.